I have no audio. Now I do. Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Glad to be live once again and back streaming. I've just literally spent like the last hour trying to reset everything up, all my programs, update it, and plugins quit working, yada, yada, yada. But hey, I'm live. It's working, hopefully. We'll see how it goes afterwards when I go back and watch it again just to make sure everything's cool. But yeah, it feels good to be back somewhat. I took a little break. Obviously, I haven't gone live nearly as much as I used to. But I've been busy. Life showed up, and I kind of had to step away from a few things, and this was one of them. I just had too much going on. A good friend of mine that does something similar, and if he's listening, he'll know exactly who it is when I say it. But he said, you just can't pour from an empty cup. And I that's kind of how I felt. Like I was kind of stuck, and I needed to regroup. And that's what we've been doing. But Addie and I have been fine. Everything's been going great. Recovery, it's kicking ass. We're kicking ass. We're doing really well. We have our ups and downs just like anyone else, but we're still here. We're still doing well. Um, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my day today. There's a lot of gratitude in the day today. You guys that have listened to Addie and I share before, we love to talk about gratitude. Very important part of both of our recovery. To keep that attitude of gratitude. And I could really see the program that I work personally working in my life today. At work, I was just kind of telling Addie a little bit about it today. And, it was a frustrating day. Last couple of days have been frustrating days. I've had to practice principles before personalities. Those are things that I couldn't do in early recovery. Like I really had a hard time, to be honest with you, telling somebody to go fuck off when I didn't agree with something that they said or did. Probably because I seen a lot of myself in them and things that they were doing, my old habits, my old behaviors, my old traits. And, today I was able to practice, not 100%, because I did tell the guy to F off and get out of my office. I'm not going to lie, but I was able to practice principles before principles, or principles before personalities, to the best of my ability, and it's just living proof that the program does work if you really apply them. The steps and the principles really work. But it also proves that it's an ongoing process, and I'm not perfect at it. I can go back and reflect like I am now and share and talk about it, and be honest about my mistakes, where I did well and where I didn't do so well. There was things that I would have probably changed my responses, that whole reactor response scenario. I got a little sideways with him, but sometimes, I have to look at, Addie made a good point just a few minutes ago. Like, you have to kind of look at the environment that I'm in, and the people that I personally work with and deal with. They're people like myself, stubborn, bullheaded, at times assholes. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Because that was me. And, I have to look at that. Don't think that I'm calling everybody assholes, because I'm not. But it's just the stubbornness, the unwillingness, especially when it comes to change. I see that, I see that in others, and it's hard to deal with it. Hunter Jenkins doing laundry. Boy, that is a scary thing. And I'm glad that you quit smoking, because every time I see your name, brother, there's my sponsor. I'm glad to see everybody on here. Every time I see your name, Hunter, I'm like, man, I still owe that dude cigarettes, but you don't smoke anymore. So I guess I'm going to have to deal with taking you out to breakfast, where, or to lunch or somewhere. That's an amends I have to make with this dude here. This guy I was in treatment with years ago. and he's doing amazing now, which is great. I'm very proud of him. But he was my life support when it came to cigarettes and treatment. Long story short, I'm going to talk about a JFT that was self-titled. It's talking about not looking back. That's what popped up on your screen on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you guys are watching. And it's talking about not looking back, you know, not allowing our past to define us. You know, I like to say to quit pumping quarters in that ass kicking machine and give yourself a break. God love Tim Brown from Woodhaven, because that's the man I stole the quote from. And it stuck with me, obviously, because I say it all the time. I've got a shirt that Addie got made for me that says it. It's amazing. You know, not allowing our past to define us, not letting it limit ourselves and hold ourselves back. You know, with all that guilt and shame and remorse. Tracy, we've got the UK in here. What up, girl? Nice to see you in here. Hope you're doing well. I've seen some posts the last couple days about your situation. Prayers out to you. I hope you're doing okay. You're in my thoughts and prayers for sure. Nice to see you guys on here, man. This is really cool. Let me bring it up, and I'm going to read and kind of share as I usually do. And if you guys want to comment, you know, while I'm doing it, please do. Don't look back. So the steps offer a big change from life, dominated by guilt and remorse. So that guilt, that shame, that remorse, the things that we did, the dirt, the grime, you know, some of the stuff we might still be doing. You know, we're not perfect. Our futures are changed because we don't have to avoid who we've harmed. You know, as a result, we receive a new freedom that can end the isolation, you know, that can help end that guilt and that shame. That many of us in NA, fill in the blank, guys, if you don't work an NA program, AA, CR, whatever program you may work, is fine. Says full of regrets about our past. You know, I'm shameful for doing this. I'm shameful for doing that. You know, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did that. You know, those types of things. You know, our steps, they help us begin to resolve all those regrets, that guilt, that shame, that remorse. It has for me, for sure. Says, you know, when we examine our lives and we're working the steps, says, and we start to admit our wrongs, and we start making those amends to them, it says we sincerely try to change our behaviors too. You know, our actions, our thought process, our fucking stinking thinking. You know what I mean? And in doing so, we feel that joyous sense of freedom that the reading is talking about. Like, it's a freeing experience. It was for me, just to get 100% butt naked honest when I went to treatment this last go around, my 9th attempt. And I got 100% butt naked honest with all the group members, all the men that I was in that treatment center with that time, with the counselors, with the case managers. Like, I just flat out laid it all out on the table. Like, why not? What do I have to lose? I've tried everything else my way. You know, let's give this a chance. You know, let's try to change. And that's what I did. And man, it's a freeing experience, man. It was like I had a huge weight, a huge elephant lifted off my shoulders when I was able to do that and admit some of the grime and the dirt and the things that I was shameful for when I was in active addiction and was really doing some crazy shit, guys. I really was. Says no longer must we deny or regret our past. How many times have you guys heard me share to use that past experience strength as hope today? Use that. Flip the script, guys. Use what was once a negative experience that we once felt. Flip the script and use that as strength. Use that as courage, strength, and hope to share, to recover out loud right above me. Share that shit. Talk about it. Let others know that they're not the only ones, that you feel that pain, that you've experienced that pain and that guilt and that shame and remorse, and that you're not alone. You know, the lie is dead. It's right there. We do recover when we do that, guys. It helps. Trust me, it definitely helps. And that's what I try to do every single day. You know, I don't let my background, my history, the things that I have done before hold me back. I don't let it limit me anymore. And I used to. I used to all the time. I would set myself up for failure before I even tried. You know, like I apply myself today and I really, really try. And I try to put in the work. And you know, sometimes I fail and I'm not perfect at it all the time, but at least I'm trying and I'm applying myself and I'm trying to be a better person when I do screw up. And I do. You know, that's life. You know, life's going to show up. And I don't even want to say I wish I was perfect because I don't. You know, it's just me. You know, I'm me. I am who I am. And, you know, it is what it is. It says, once we've made our amends and we no longer regret our past, it says, what's done is truly over. It's gone. Like we've done our part. We've cleared our side of the street. You know, once I let that go, once we let that go and we make the amends whenever possible or wherever possible without obviously creating or, you know, causing any more chaos, that's it. It's gone. It's over with. Just let that shit go. We've cleaned our side of the street, and that's what's important. From that point on, where we come from ceases to being most important thing about us. Says it's where we're going that counts. You know, stop looking back. There it is. Stop looking back. Look forward. Look forward today, guys. Don't limit yourself. You know, it says we no longer must deny or regret our past. Once we've made our amends, what's truly over is gone and gone. I'm going to reread it over and over and over again because it's so true. We have to remember that when we do that. It says in NA or whatever program, once again, we begin to look forward. That's true. We live to stay clean just for today. It's really that simple. You know, just for today, I'm not going to pick up. You know, sometimes it's just for this minute, just for that second. I'm not going to pick up because life's going to show up and we just don't know when it's going to show up. It could show up 5 minutes after I get off here live with you guys. And I have to tell myself just for today, just for this moment, whatever happens, I'm not going to pick up over it. You know, I'm going to use my tools in my recovery toolbox. It says, then we can begin to set goals. You know, that self-limitation I was talking about. Just make sure, for me, what worked for me, and this may not work for you. You guys may be overachievers. I don't know. Don't set unrealistic goals. You know what I mean? Like set small, achievable goals. You know, if it's something as simple as Hunter, I'm going to use you as an example. Folding my laundry, doing my laundry today, you know, cleaning the restroom, whatever it may be. You know, these are things on your list of things to do for the day. Keep it simple, man. Don't overthink it. Because I know when I overthink things, I get myself in trouble. Man, do I get myself in trouble. So, you know, work on those small goals. Make a little list, you know, journal, write about it. And just slowly check them off. It's not a race, guys. You know, we didn't become addicted in one day. So easy does it. You know, I'm going to go back to all these cliche sayings that used to drive me absolutely nuts that stick in my head now. And I have to laugh about them because they mean so much to me today. I really understand them now. You know, it says we can look ahead now and we can start enjoying the joys in life, the joys in recovery, the blessings of recovery, the things that keep happening in our lives day in and day out that are so positive. You know, where I was at a few years ago versus where I'm at today, night and day. It's amazing. That's why I always like to talk about gratitude because I'm extremely grateful. You know, is my life perfect? Excuse me. No, it's not. Is it a lot better than what it was 2 years ago? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, it is. It's amazing. You know, it's just, the journey has been great. It has been absolutely amazing. Has there been bumps and hurdles and surgeries and 2 stints of COVID and very close friends passing away? Yeah, there has been. Have I picked up over them? No, sure haven't. I've used the tools. I've used you guys, the beauty of the we, the therapeutic value of one person, one addict, one alcoholic helping another. It's without parallel, guys. It really is. I mean, next to my higher power, That is the most powerful tool, the most important tool I have in my recovery toolbox. I have to keep looking forward. I can't look back. You know, what's done is done. Give yourself a break, guys. Each and every one of you guys listening tonight deserves it. You absolutely deserve it, and you can definitely do it. You know, don't be remorseful like this reading says. Don't be regretful of the shit you used to do or you did in the past. It doesn't make any difference. Use that as strength and share with other people and let them know there's another way, that they don't have to go through that pain and that guilt and that shame that we've all endured. You know, after all, it says right here, it said it is hard to move forward if we keep looking back. It's really that simple. Look forward, guys. Look to the future. Set those small, achievable goals. It's helped me in my recovery, and I think it would help you guys too. Just for today, the steps have freed me from regrets over my past. Today, I will look forward to my new life in recovery. Trying to read back on some of the comments in here. I see Brian and Tracy and everybody in here chatting away. I appreciate you guys listening tonight. I hope you guys have a great evening. Addie is getting ready to host her Al-Anon meeting, one of 3 that we are now doing from the house here in tiny Dayton, Ohio. It'll be posted, I know, more than likely on the Dayton Strong Recovery 101 website. Welcome, Heather. So for those that are interested in an Al-Anon meeting, that will be going on here in roughly 20 minutes, 8 p.m. Eastern time. For those of you over in the UK, I think you're still 5 hours, 5 or 6. I think it's 5. It's gonna be like 1 a.m. Tracy, I love you too. I'm glad you're in here. I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad that you're doing well. Nice to see you communicating once again. But yeah, get some sleep. Damn, I know it's late over there. But for those that want to participate in the meeting, please do. The link and everything will be on our webpage. I appreciate you guys tuning in and listening tonight. Addie and I are looking forward to doing a stream together. We were going to do this one together, but as usual, I went against what I said and went ahead and just pulled the trigger and just went live tonight. It just felt right. You know what I mean? I felt it on my heart that I needed to go live tonight and share with you guys. And that's what I did. So here we are. So Addie and I will do a stream some other time, and you know, they're always fun. You know how we are when we go live together. It's, there's usually a lot of laughs, but I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please share the stream out if you haven't already. Share with your friends, like, share, subscribe, all that crazy stuff that they tell you on YouTube. I can care less, but please do, because you never know. The more we share, the more we reach, the more we help. Someone may need to hear this tonight, guys. That's what it's all about. Someone just may need to hear this and may be struggling. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great night, and we will catch you later.